Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Milan Weekly Podcast channel. Tonight, on this newest episode of Milan Coast to Coast, we're going to get deep into the game that happened this morning, the results all around Serie A, and we're going to get you ready for the big matchup against Roma on the weekend. Geo, are you ready, baby?
I'm ready, baby. Let's go.
Let's go!
Welcome to Milan Weekly Podcast Coast to Coast with your hosts Geo and Fabio.
Benvenuti nella casa
Giroud in area, si gira, sinistro, rete, gol capolavoro di Olivier Giroud.
Mignon with another magical save.
Hernandez, coast to coast, del numero 19.
Leao carica il mancino. Eccolo qua, Rafa Leao.
Il Milan è campione d'Italia.
Oh, yeah, baby. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's a brand new year, but it's the same old Milan. Coast to coast, baby. Let's go. Gio, Fabio, we are coming live from New York and California. Gio, how are you doing, brother?
Man, I'm doing good, Fabio. You know, we're coming in with the new year, 3 points in the bag. You know, it is same old Milan. They make us suffer, but it is what it is. As long as we got the 3 points in the bag, like Santa did, like the Grinch did, stealing all those little kids' Christmas gifts this holiday, then that's all that matters, man.
Yeah, you terrible parents who do that to your children. Stop that shit. But, baby, nobody could steal it from us today, even though Salernitana tried so desperately at the end to make it happen. They only had one shot on target, and then one shot went in, and we'll go a little deeper. But, gee, let's just talk about this game from the beginning. From the get-go, I was for the first 2 or 3 minutes, I was starting to get a little worried. Are we still going to be kind of in that friendly mode? But nope, they turned it right up. And in the 10th minute, Leao with a great pass by Tonali, slots it past Ochoa around, and it's a beautiful start. What did you think about it, man? Let's kind of go from the beginning of the game.
I think like the first 5 minutes, I was getting frustrated, and then after the first 5 minutes, Leao gets a through ball, like Ochoa does good, and then like you said, in the 10th minute, he scores a goal, and then we're going crazy. And then minutes later, you know, Tonali chips in, and I'm like, whoa, I ain't seen this Milan in a while, you know. And what I liked about today's game, Fabio, is like we were hungry and stuff like that. Like we wanted like 4 or 5 goals. You could see that the team was. That's why, like, you know, later on when you see that Giroud was subbed off, he was pissed because he knew that he left like four goals, like good goals.
He did,
like on the pitch.
He really did. He really did. Giroud ate a few chances in the first half. But let's talk about Tonali's goal. I mean, immediately after, it's good to see him. Like they were really pelting Ochoa. Yeah, it's to be said that Ochoa definitely prevented them from falling super far behind early on. But Tonali, second goal, it was a beautiful little layoff by Diaz. Gotta respect Diaz for knowing his position. Knew if he just left it off, Tonali can blast it in. And it was a great second goal. And like you were saying, what we like to see is exactly what was happening today. They were creative, they were attacking, they were peppering, and the really important part, I know it can be frustrating when they don't go in, but at least they're shooting on target. They had 10 shots on target out of 16 overall, so pretty damn good. But, right, we get to the second half, and the game changes a little bit. We can't really create too many chances, but then we get a little scrappy goal that turns out to be overturned from VAR. Looks like Diaz is in an offside position. What did you think when you saw this? This would have been like kind of the game killer, 3-0, you know?
Well, when I saw the goal, I just saw like Tamura kick it in, but I didn't really see like because it was so fast. Because it was like it came in, boom, it was bobbling around, and then all you see is like Tamura get his feet to it, boom, it goes in, and I'm thinking he's going crazy. He's doing his usual celebration when he scores. So I'm like, oh snap! And you know it, like the game was so early, so I'm like, not really paying attention to like full details. Though who was there in front of the guy, but I was like, oh, Tamura got this. We're good, 3-0. We're relaxing now. Now it's time to take off Donali. Now it's time to take off Dale, Giroud. Just put everybody in. Just to give them a rest and stuff like that.
I know what you're saying. I saw it when you said it, but unfortunately, if they would have finished their chances, they could have done that. But even towards the end, they had to think, defensively when they took off Giroud and they just put another midfielder just to kind of hold possession, bog it down. It was to be said that if Giroud would have finished, he had a great opportunity where he was one-on-one with the goalkeeper and he just shot a good shot that the goalkeeper saved. Ochoa made his saves. Nothing easy went by this guy. Granted, Leao's first goal, you could say you got around him, but what are you supposed to do? Leao is one of the most dynamic players in the world, and he made him look stupid. But every other shot that he was getting, he was making saves. Giroud and De Ketelaere have a great 1-2 punch that if either one of them would have buried it, it would have been 3-0 at that point. But we end up going along, and of course, toward the 87th minute they scored, 83rd.
83rd.
A goal to Bonazzoli, and we give them a lifeline for the last 7 minutes. What did you think about this? Is there anybody you said that's his fault on the goal? Tata?
To me, it's Tata because he's at the post. You're not supposed to, everybody knows if a goalie gets beat on his near post. I know it was misdirection. He was on the other side where I think Zambia was his name. He crossed the ball, and then Bonazzoli, the ex-Interista, he's had 3 goals versus us, and now. The last couple games that we played, combined, I think he has 3 goals versus us. So he gets it, and you're not supposed to get beat near post, but there was nobody defending him neither. So and that had to be Salad, But to me, I'm gonna just put it down as Salad and Tata. That was their fault. But to me, Salad, I don't know, dude. I think we're gonna start to see again and again and again. We just need to make it to the summer. Hopefully, we get that second star because
Macias is not healthy, right?
No, but I mean, we're not gonna buy anybody. Let's be honest, Fabio. We don't got no money, but so.
All right, so
make it to the summer and let's get that second star, man.
Very true, very true. All right, so let's go through player by player. Let's give our report card, and we want to give a special shout out to the people in the chat because we need some interaction here, right? You tell us whether, especially if we're kind of off, they are our third vote out there. So they could be the averager, you could say. So let's see where we go. Let's start, of course, with Tatarusano, all right? Geo, Tatarusano. Let's pull this up.
I mean,
here we go.
Tata ain't really had nothing to do, but you make a mistake like that, you get a 5. Average game. He didn't really have anything to do. We were peppering Salernitana the whole game. So to me, honestly,
A, B, C, D, or F. All right, it's not a 5.
C.
A average. C, just average, barely anything to do, just passing. All right. See, to me, I feel like it's only because of C because he really didn't have much to do, and the one shot that he had on him, I don't know. I just don't think it was really his fault. So I think C is a fair average. So I think that's where we're going to go. We give Tatarusano a C. All right. Now, the next player, Calabria, our captain. First game back off a long layoff from October. I thought he played pretty good. For me, I thought it was a solid performance. He didn't really have too many mistakes. He played pretty well. I'd give him it's tough for me to say a B because I feel like a B is a really good score. So I would say Calabria was a C. He was just average today.
I'm gonna give him a B because he was defending. He was doing good, and he hasn't played in over 4 months. So You know what? To last what he lasted like 60 minutes, so that was pretty good of him. I'm gonna just give him a B because he was good defensively. They
Well,
weren't
they
doing
they gave
nothing.
him a 7 on FOTMob, so that's a pretty good one. Maybe I should
Mhm.
be leaning B. Well, yeah, you know what? We'll go with B because I think you're right, and he has a higher record, on the app over here. So to me, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'm giving him a too low of a C. But let's go to Kalulu, all right? Kalulu took a fucking what we thought was a red card tackle, but Kalulu played pretty well. First game at center back in a while. What say you about Kalulu?
I'm gonna give Kalulu a solid B. Man, he was everywhere. But at the first half, he was a little bit sloppy and stuff like that. But Kalulu, after that, after being sloppy in the first half for a little bit, he picked it up. I think like today, the partnership, like Kalulu and Tamori today deserved a clean sheet. Fabio, when that goal
They
went in,
did.
I was like, damn. Like Tamori was making blocks, and like last ditch blocks and everything, putting his body on the line for him not to get a clean sheet. That's what I think he's more pissed off at that because he's always letting the clean sheets go.
Well,
So B for Kalulu.
I think B is a fair average. He's rated a 7.1 here. I think Kalulu did great in both spots. He made a lot of good plays. Hard fought game for him. I think a B is fair. Tamori, baby. Feek.
Big
I love this
man,
kid.
getting back to his form. I'm gonna give him an A, man. I mean, I think today was the first game that I didn't see that he was nervous or anything like that. I think his interview with the Players Tribune and everything, and
That
everybody
was
showing,
phenomenal.
yeah,
Phenomenal.
and everybody showing him love and stuff like that. I think that's giving him his confidence back because that dummy over there in England, that fish and chips eating mother effer named Southgate, he doesn't even know what's good. But I'm just
Don't
glad
worry.
that everybody's
Exactly.
showing them. I'm just glad that they showing him love, and you see that today he was up for it, and we're gonna need him and Kalu for the rest of the season to be top game if we're gonna retain the title.
You know what? I like the A, and he honestly had a couple of really great tackles that he made to prevent any chances and blocking certain shots. So for me, I think it was an A performance from Tamori today. I don't know what I could say honestly, like to make him better than Kalulu because Kalulu got a B, but I remember a few plays that Tamori made the difference. So for me, I think it's an A as well. That's a solid performance by Tamori. I'm happy to see it. Teo Hernandez, our vice captain. So what do we think? What do we think about Teo? Because for me, I thought Teo had a great game. He was just for me. He was everywhere. He handled his position. He was definitely creating chances with Leal. For me, I think he's an A as well, man. No goal, so maybe you know what? I'll give him a B because he didn't have a goal or assist. So a B because it was a solid performance.
I'm gonna give him an A, Fabio, because like he just got done with the World Cup final and he's playing like he's not even supposed to be playing. He's
Hey,
supposed
he's
to
in
come
form, baby.
and he's supposed to come back for the Roma game so he can have like a 3 week rest. But hey, man, that tells you right there, like that they want the star, they want that second star, they want it for next year to start off with that second star. So I can't blame him on that. So I'm gonna give him an A, man.
All right, yeah, I like that one. All right, here we go. Let's go to Sandro Tonali. Now, obviously, Tonali got the second goal, got the assist on the first goal. Really an outstanding performance. He got 8.8 on the app. So for me, this is a solid A right here. Solid A. What do you think?
Solid A, man. I said it. I said it on the group therapy. We're live 2:45, 5:45 Eastern. I said it. Like I think that Donali's healthy and he's gonna give us a second half that that people gonna be putting his name with Judy. All those midfielders that they get stuck to the bed sheets. Donali he gonna put his name on the map. He's already on the map, but like now that he's having goals and assists, I think he's gonna add more goals and assists. I think like everybody's gonna feed for him. And I did get in an argument with a Liverpool fan because he said that he could come drop 80 million for Tonali and then he's gonna go. And I told him, buddy, Italians don't leave Italy that often, and if he would leave like Milan, he's going to Chelsea because the Italians that have played for Chelsea, they'll bring out Zola, they'll bring out Demario.
Tonali's not going
Yeah,
anywhere.
that's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying that I'm just glad that he's getting golden assists and he's playing good, man. He's healthy now, Fabio. He's healthy. I could see it. I see it.
He's the big A. Tonali. Unbelievable performance. Unbelievable game today. Benacer. Let's go with Ishmael. What do you think? He's rated 7.8. I think it was a solid B for him, bro. What do you think?
Fabio, look, check this out. He was everywhere on the pitch, but he made 3 bad passes that could have hurt us. He made 3 bad passes that, that left the defense wide open. Another team, like if we playing like a top table team, like top 4 team, they could have hurt us. So to me, I mean, he's there, but I mean, with those mistakes, you can't be making those mistakes, especially if you're supposed to be like this, CDM. So
he's our engine right there, man.
I'm gonna give him that C.
I know give him a C.
I had if Fabio look at the first half. He gave a back pass that if it was better a quality opponent, they scored that in the back of the net. He did like 2 back passes that were bad. Left us.
He did. I remember that, but I think most of the game he played pretty damn well, and he played the whole 90 minutes.
That's why.
What does the chat say? What do you guys think? Do you guys think a B? You think a C or something different? Give us something out there, because honestly, I thought Benacer had a serviceable day today. I don't know if I would say C. Because C for me is like, yo, you're barely average. You know what I'm saying? Like if you go to D, you dreadful. This motherfucker wasn't dreadful, right? And he like
good? C+, B minus borderline.
He wasn't outstanding. A is like, yo, he was mad good today. So for me, I think B. You say C.
So we make it a B.
We're gonna make a B. Do you believe for what I'm saying? I mean, he made like 1 or 2 bad passes, but those bad passes didn't lead to goals. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's talk bad here. Let's start on the right side. All right, Alexis Salamakis. So, what is your rating on this guy?
He's an incomplete. He got to take the class the next summer. Like,
no, that's a failure, bro. That's an F then.
No, like when you go to class and you miss like a lot of days, it's incomplete. So you have to make it up in the summer or the next year.
No. This guy's, he's going to take it in the summer or next year because he's getting a fail. All right. And Salamakis, I honestly don't know how many actual opportunities you really got today, but I do know you didn't mark your man and gave up the goal and broke the clean sheet. So for me, you are a solid D. Dreadful. All right. I don't know if you failed the class, but you were dreadful. Gave up a goal and you didn't produce one. Stop being a piece of shit and step it up. Well, you're saying there is no incomplete. You're saying F. You failed that motherfucker. All right. He's not getting nothing for Christmas next year. He's getting coal. So I say D. You say F. What can you say was like the ultimate moment that makes you say he was the worst guy on the pitch? Obviously, he
was invisible, Fabio. I don't even really think that the commentator never mentioned his name. When the commentator don't mention your name, that means you're doing a Houdini, bro.
Yeah, it's true.
I never heard his name till they were like, "Oh, but Salernitana got beat on the back post." Okay, that's when I heard his name.
Exactly. That makes me unhappy. And then he was subbed off, and his replacement almost got a goal, but we'll talk about him. I'll go to you. I'll go F. That makes a pretty easy flop of the week. It better be Salamakis. All right, so let's go to our cam this week. Brahim Diaz. What say you about Brahim's performance today? He did get an assist.
He was doing good, Fabio, but sometimes I think he holds on to the ball too much instead of making that killer pass. He got an assist.
He can't make the pass. Today was an aberration. He passed it in front of him. If he had to turn around and look at the goal, he wouldn't know what to do.
All right, then I'm gonna give him a C plus. Okay.
I'll give the kid a B today. I mean, let's not be. We don't do pluses, Gio. Why you want to keep? It's either B. I think today, and all joking aside on the kid, and we do shit on him all the time because he's not staying. He's not part of our future. He is going back to Real Madrid, and neither team wants him. I think in the future, but today he was pretty decent. I would say he's a solid B today. You know, he made a couple of shots that they saved. He created a couple of passes. He wasn't all over the place and terrible. Like sometimes he can really, and he didn't disappear because that first half, you know, was pretty decent. So I'm going to give 7.5 was his rating. So for me, that's a B. What do you think? We're
going B then.
We'll go B. Okay. All right. Our shining star, our Portuguese prince, Rafael Leao, scoring his... No, you better not. You better show some goddamn respect.
Fabio, today was the first time that I seen that Leao he won it, man. I think what happened to him in the World Cup, getting disrespected, you know, not playing to his strength, I think that has fueled him. Did you see him 4 passes that they were supposed to pass it to him and they didn't, and Salah couldn't pass it to them, and he was yelling at Salah? That means that it was affecting him today. Like he was yelling at him to what the heck are you doing? And to me, I know we don't do pluses, but I'm giving an A+ to Leao. I think he got his goal. He did well. And to me, I think he was leading. I mean, you know, he's young. He's doing that young leading stuff, but he was mad because they were supposed to pass on the ball too. I think Giroud had a chance and he shot it, and it went straight to the goalkeeper, and he had Leao on the left just to slot it in. So I really like that about Leao today, that he wanted the ball. He was asking for it, and if we get that Leao, then we're gonna be unstoppable. I don't care who you put in our way. Leao A+ today.
Absolutely, I agree. He's definitely an A. He's easily him and Tonali are top players. So we'll see who's the top out of who we choose. But all right, last but not least, our striker Giroud. What do we think about Giroud's performance today?
I'm gonna give him a D, Fabio. He missed too many chances. If you have 4 chances to put 4 goals past the net that were chances that a striker's supposed to do of his quality, Fabio, all-time France leading scorer and everything, you get a D. And he even knows he got a D because when he got subbed off, he was pissed. He was throwing water bottles. He was doing all that. He knew that he had let the team down, and that he didn't kill the game off.
I don't know. Listen, I know he probably felt that way, and it was clear. But for me, if he wasn't creating shots on target and making the goalkeeper make saves, Ochoa made a lot of good saves today. So for me, I think playing all 90 minutes. Actually, no, he didn't play all 90. He played most of the damn game because I think he got subbed off in the 80-something. So 86th. So for me, I'm giving him a C. If he would have scored one, he would have rocked up to a B. I don't know if I could say dreadful. He wasn't dreadful. He made a couple of bad choices, but he did shoot. And the goalkeeper needed to make the save, man. Sometimes goalkeepers fluff it up. They fuck it up. But I'm going to go C. I mean, you really think D? How many shots did he have? Do you know how many shots he had?
He had 4 chances.
He had 3 shots. 3 shots.
Yeah, but there were... Yeah, all on target, but they didn't hit the back of the net. But he had a chance to score 4 goals. Look it up on Twitter. Look at the whole game again on the replay. He had a chance to kill the game off easily.
He did early in the second half. He had a chance and he messed it up. All right, I'll go with you. We'll give him a D. I mean, to me that seems heavy, but you know what? It works. All right, let's go through our subs real quick. All right, Gabbia came in for Calabria. What do you think at the 72nd minute? I guess that was more defensive. Any opinion on Gabbia's?
I'm gonna just give him an average because he didn't really do anything bad or anything good or anything. So C. And at that time, Fabio, you don't really have you don't really have that much. I'm gonna give him a solid C+. I know we're not doing pluses, but he came, he did his job.
All right, Milton saying D+. Everybody likes these goddamn pluses, man. All right, so Des came in for Salamanca's. Again, not too much time because he only had the 86th minute he came in, but he did have a decent chance.
I think he's looking like a right wing. They put him on the right wing, right, Fabio? Because Kalulu was right back. So, I mean, he was better than what Salamakers did. But, I mean, he can't really at the 86th minute, Fabio, I mean, you just have to get an average to see because even though, like, you almost score, like, 4 minutes can't tell what you can do.
Yeah, that's like very true. All right, so Vortex came in at the 86th minute. We're giving him a C as well, average?
No, we're not giving no Vortex no C. We're giving him a B, dog. Like, did you see, like, you know what, Pioli, this message
I think this
Gio,
is a bit of a bias.
No, this is Gio, man. Play the kid, man. He got talent. He's a unit. He could keep the ball. Like you saw that in the corner, they couldn't even take the ball from him. He's young. He needs to get his stripes in. I mean, he's the perfect Kessie replacement. But he could do more than what Kessie did. Like he could carry the ball, he could pass the ball. You know, because for the Belgium under 21s, I think he plays like as the number 10. So he could defend, he could pass, he could do everything. So
plays as number 10.
And we need we need to see what he's made of, Fabio. Like we can't get these young talented players and then not see what they're made of and then say, no, we're not going to buy him. And then in 2 years, he's worth like 60 million now. We got to see what he's made of. And let's see. I like the way that he did. He was holding the ball, Fabio, like Kessie used to do last year. They were taking it from him.
But still, he only had like 4 minutes the extra time too was like 8 minutes, but
impactful minutes.
All right. I'll go your way. We'll go B on him. All right. De Ketelaere, man, our $35 million man. What did we think about him today? He came in the 62nd minute.
I like that he was more like aggressive, Fabio. Like, dang, those shots. I mean, that's a chore. That's like a great keeper right there, you know, that saved the shots. But you most likely, some keepers, you know, like if you're hitting a rocket like that to them, sometimes they're not even like, they're getting their finger on it, but it's going through the back of the net. So it's kind of harsh, but I'm just glad that he's finally shooting. He's not getting stuck in the ball. He did on the first play. On the first play that he got stuck in the ball when he was on the break. But then after that, he was shooting. He was doing what he had to do. And now, to me, it's like he just needs to get his goal. And hopefully it comes in the next game that we have. And, you know, to me, I think De Ketelaere, he's a talent. And we just need to get behind him, push him. And because if he explodes, imagine him and he, like, say De Ketelaere's talent is equivalent to Leao's talent, they say. Like, you know, he's very high ceiling. Like, you know, he could be like the next Kevin De Bruyne. So if you got a ceiling like that, then sure, we just need to.
I don't know about that. That's let's just forget anybody said that. All right, because just like Presidente saying he thinks this kid is like Kaká, this is not good. You know, let's just see. It was definitely a better performance, so I'll give him a C. When he has been a D and F the whole year, we're on the path. I want to see a goal to get to a B or an A. Like, come on, let's get there, De Ketelaere. But definitely encouraging things. All right, top and flop. Flop, let's just get it out of the way. It's Salamakers. He was the flop today. Not good. Didn't mark the man. We are agreeing on that, correct?
Correct.
All right, so who's your top? Basically, two guys. It's either Tonali or Leao. Who are you taking?
I'm taking Tonali, dude. I think a goal and assist. I mean, he's starting to put those numbers up on the stats board that everybody loves, Fabio. You know, he does more than just like stats. You know, he's a dog out there. So, you know, it is what it is. To me, Tonali, I was very impressed, and he looks healthy. That groin, you know, his girl was massaging it. Like during the whole.
Yo.
No, the groin, you know, he shoots.
No. You're talking about the happy endings or something.
No. We're talking about the groin that, you know, he had 3 to 4.
The groin?
Entry. Yeah. So it is what it is. So, I mean, I'm just happy. And now we're going to come on a charge, Fabio. After today's results, we're going to come on a charge.
Listen, I have to go with my boy. I'm going Leao. He's the tone setter. He's attacking. He's most of the time he's our highlight, our spark. and he had another great performance. Obviously, Tonali is the top because goal and assist, you can't beat that. But gotta give love to fucking Rafa. Rafa's been amazing. But all right, so that's the tops and flops. Anything else? Last kind of thoughts and comments you want to say about today's game?
No, I mean today, I was just happy. It would have been harsh if Salernitana tied at the end, but because
It would have been real harsh.
yeah, it would have been real harsh because we were all over them. Like they only had like one or two chances and stuff like that. So I was just very happy that that how we played today. We wanted the second goal. Usually when we get the first goal, we sit back. That's why they always they always score on us, and then we got to score like a late minute winner.
Yeah.
But I was just happy today's performance.
All right, well, you know what? Gee, I love this sound. Let's just hear it. That's right, baby. Here we go. We're going to go quick, rapid through today's Serie A highlights, the matchups of week 16 and the results. Obviously, we started off 2-1. Great performance with Leao and Tonali's goal. Perfect start to 2023. The other game that was going on at the same time was Sassuolo taking on Sampdoria. Sampdoria actually took the lead 2-0 on this. The only real thing I could say about this game is that Berardi was back. He scored a penalty kick, but it wasn't enough for Sassuolo, and they ended up taking the loss. Did you see the highlights at all for this game?
Nah, I didn't see the highlights, Fabio, because I was watching the game back to back the whole day.
All right, Spezia and Atalanta 2-2. Bit surprising, you would say, but you checked out this game, so tell us a little bit about it.
I mean, this game was like a heavyweight fight. When they really hitting each other, they was going back and forth. Gassi hits him in the 8th minute, and then Zola in the 31st minute. Spezia, they're out there flying, but and then in the second half they retracted to what Spezia are defend, and then that's when Atalanta got on them and stuff like that. What a great result for us. We keep on moving that Champions League thing, so less stress on us, because everybody was bunched up in the beginning of the season, like around 10th game, we're like sitting in like 6th for like up to like the 10th, and now we're moving far apart, and that's what I like. A great game.
Yeah, Atalanta's falling back down. 2 goals in the second half. That second goal by Pasalic, our old player, right?
Yeah.
And but that was an extra time, so save them a point right there. All right, let's go to the next one. Torino hosting Hellas Verona, and this game was 1-1. Verona had the lead at halftime, but they gave it up in the 64th minute. I didn't really check out these highlights too much. It wasn't really much to see there, but each team take a point. Did you see anything or no?
No, I didn't see anything, Fabio.
It's
the 5:30 games were Atalanta on this one, and I was looking at Atalanta, so I wasn't really watching.
Yeah, I hear you. That was 8:30 my time. All right, this other game though was a good game. Lecce hosting Lazio, and Sarri's guys. Well, they took the lead early from Immobile's goal,
but
they ended up giving it up in the second half. Of course, I have to highlight one particular play where Colombo scored the go-ahead goal, and of course, who was marking him? Alessio Romagnoli. I guess you should have sat on the bench, but I guess you wanted to start and give up goals to our player. I wonder if there was anything like maybe some like payback from a preseason game or some thing that they were doing in training last year. Colombo gets the last laugh, 2-1. Did you see these highlights or watch this game at all?
Yeah, I was watching the Roma game, and then they put me to sleep. So they're putting me to sleep. So then I switched it to the Lecce game, and then they equalized, and then they scored the goal. Yeah, so that was good. So I like that game. I watched it when Colombo made it. I was like, "Oh, Colombo, let's go!" Another team.
I would take them back, baby.
Another team that's going far away. They're battling us for champ. Well, we're going for the title, but we gotta do the the Champions League spot. They're away now, Fabio. I think we're like 6 points, 7 points up on Lazio. So hey, man, keep dropping points.
Hell yeah. All right, so the other game was Rome taking on Bologna. They actually won 1-0. They had an early goal penalty by Pellegrini, and that's all they needed. Ended up taking these points. Pretty boring game, like you were saying. But let's move on to Juventus Cremonese, which was probably making Juventus fans bite their nails. But of course, they get an unbelievable free kick goal in the, what was it, 88th minute?
I think extra time wasn't
Extra time, was it? Hold on, I'll tell you right
or like
now.
80 or 89th minute, something like
it
that.
was
89th.
really late in the game. Yeah, it was 91st minute in extra time, and Juventus get the 1-0 victory, goal by Milik. So
can we talk about this game, Fabio?
of course we can.
Game. Cremonese was smacking them up, pop, 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 and then Cremonese scores a goal. And let's be honest, man, I like they said that the guy who from Cremonese fouled the guy. There was no foul. I put the video in the group chat, and come on, now they want to make Juventus win. Come on now, because they weren't doing nothing. Cremonese were all over him. I watched this game; they were all over. They were dog walking Juventus, and then basically, they just took away a goal. And you got that girl that we did on Busket Calcio. Where's her talking? I thought she would tweet today, we got lucky that they didn't get that goal. Where's VAR? Oh, VAR was working today for you guys. Where is that? Come on, don't be biased here. When VAR messes up on us, we say it. When VAR is good against another team, we say how it is. We don't need to work for the BBC, ESPN, or anything like that. We say it how it is. And what was that? I thought I would see her tweet today, to be honest, is saying we got away with one at Cremonese because the VAR worked in our favor for a foul that wasn't even a foul.
Never. If you ever expect a Juventus fan to admit that the referee helped them, you're going to be waiting for a long time. But yeah, Juve takes another 3 points. Fiorentina Monza ends up with a 1-1 tie. Fiorentina got the lead in the 19th minute from a great goal from their defender. Actually, no, Cabral.
No,
that's
Cabral,
their striker. Yeah, the defender had made an unbelievable pass to him. It was a really nice goal. They end up giving up the tying goal in the 61st minute, and they ended up tying. It was a decent result, I guess, for Monza, not so much Fiorentina. Did you see this game at all?
Not really, Fabio. I watched the highlights, but Berlusconi came in with the scrippers, in halftime to motivate Monza and stuff like that. And that's why they equalize and they take a point.
All right, so let's just do Udinese Empoli because nobody really cares about that game. 1-1. But Inter taking on Napoli in the primetime space for Serie. What did you think about this game? Inter does us a solid, makes Napoli drop 3 points, gives them their first loss of this season. What do you think?
Fabio, with this game, Inter, they played good in the first half, and then they spoiled chances. Hey, we spoiled chances. They were spoiling, clear-cut chances, and everything, goals that were, the goalkeeper wasn't going to get it, they were. So I was usually when that happens is, Napoli ends up scoring because when we play them, we were on top of them, but we couldn't convert our chances, and then they scored on us, fake penalties and all that, and then they go on to win the game. So I thought that was going to happen, and then Napoli starts playing second half. Napoli Twitter very quiet during first half. They weren't pumping up their chest, very quiet. Sansone, shout out my guy Dom BX. He wasn't chatting nothing. He wasn't doing those bench presses out those stop sign presses, and the BX, he wasn't doing none of that. And then Napoli are on top of them. They're on top of them. And then, just a clear killer pass by Mkhitaryan to Marco, and then just a header, boom. And that was it. But you know what? That referee, I give him kudos on that. And hopefully, he should ref all the big games because he let Inter get away with, a lot of yellow cards. Skriniar should have been sent off in the first 15 minutes, and that's not me just because I hate Inter and stuff like that, and Barella, he had 7 yellow card offenses. I'm just being honest, and they didn't get nothing. Calabria makes one tackle.
Barella got one in the 84th.
Yeah, 84. But he already that was already his 6th yellow. Yeah, that was already his 6th yellow card that he was supposed to get. So Calabria makes one tackle against Cavsillas and yellow card.
Yeah,
But
they
you know
kept
what?
him in check today, bro. They kept him in check, bro.
Well,
He didn't have a chance to breathe,
when
man.
you're hitting on him, Fabio, and you're not getting called no yellow cards, I mean,
Yeah.
that's the only way to keep him in check.
But you know
So-
what? I hope Milan takes a mental note exactly what
No,
we
they're
need
gonna
to
pull
do,
out
man.
a card on us. They're gonna
No,
pull out
no,
a
no.
card on us. Yeah,
They
they
gotta
did that
play
with
smart.
Calabria. Calabria only did one tackle and they yellow. And then Skriniar should have been eliminated by 15 minutes. He was knocking them over the found and all that.
I gotta give
you can't
props.
tackle from the back.
I gotta give
So
props.
I need that referee. I need that referee for our
Hopefully he gets our game too against them. But there's one play which Hakan saves Inter because Osimhen's going to be literally in front of the goalkeeper just to pop it past him, and somehow he wedges himself in between him and doesn't give him a chance to get the chance off. So definitely lucky. I hate to give that snake any props, but he definitely saved Inter at that one point from giving up a goal. But interesting games. All right. So that's the Serie A wrap up here. All right. Let's get to the table. Let's talk about where we are so far. So let's get this shit out of here. All right. Now we're only 5 points behind. Juve is 2 points behind us in third place with 34. Inter's now sitting in fourth place as Lazio drops down to fifth. Roma's still there in sixth. And Atalanta sitting in seventh. So here you are. You see him. What makes you think it would have been a better idea for Napoli and Inter to split points? So Inter has 31 and Napoli has 42. Like, what would have been the purpose of that? Isn't it better that they did us a solid? Now we only have a 5-point gap. I need some explanation, Gio, because I know there are these guys. You got to turn the mute off so we can hear you.
Fabio, so like my thing was like, okay, a draw, we're 5 points ahead of Inter. That's good. And then we're like only 6 points. And we had to go back in April around my birthday and we're gonna put them in a split. We're gonna smoke them up. We're gonna do that to Napoli. Napoli not doing nothing.
Talking my language. Listen, man. I think it was a great.
But Juve should have had Rizuki. Your team should have had 32 points right there. So I need to see your tweet. I need to see you beg VAR why that goal was taken away. Because even the commentator was like, "How is that a foul? He just shot it, and then the guy got in front of him." But that's not in here. No, I need an apology from her, especially from her. Because she was chatting a lot of shit on us and stuff like that. So
it's never gonna happen. Then she's never gonna tell you what you want to hear, my man. But all right, so look, this is how it is. We're 5 points now, different from them. Still have a lot when we actually face them again. Hopefully, 2023 they start to slip. We've seen Milan look really like they were struggling in those friendlies, but as soon as the real game came on and all the players were back together in the best starting 11, sadly with no right wing still getting out there, we're able to put a really good performance on against a team that's in the lower half, which maybe last year we would struggle more often with these kind of teams, especially around January time, but we're not struggling so far. So great start to 2023, hoping Napoli lets it go a little bit more. All right, so let's get us together now. There's some upcoming games, so let's get a little preview for the game coming up, the big game on, what is it, Sunday night, the prime time game, Milan hosting Roma. Roma comes to the San Siro. So, Gio, what do we think? Roma squeaked by a 1-0 win today. They're sitting in sixth place, right? That's what it was. Let me go back and look.
Yeah.
Sixth place. Are we worried at all? What's the player? What's your mind thinking about like Roma when you think about them coming next week to try to get these 3 points?
Not next week, Fabio. This in like 3 days.
Saturday. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
this Sunday.
like 4 days or whatever. But to me, Fabio, they just lost Dybala and Zaniolo, so they lost a couple attacking players. But I mean, if we play our game, we'll beat Roma. I'm not saying easily or anything like that, but if we play our game, everybody's up for it like they were up today, and we just like bury our chances. then we have a great chance. To me, I mean, I look at all the teams right there, and I feel that we're better than them. And I don't care what anybody says, we're better than Inter. What player do they have like Rafael Leao? Like, let's be honest, nothing. They don't have no player like that. So I'm assuming that all these points, we already got 3 points for Salernitana, so we need to get we all these need to be W's. Like, I'll be very disappointed if we don't have all these W's because we got the quality.
All right, so you're saying a 15 out of 15, right? Because if we look at it, we got 5 Serie A games, and that's our main focus at the moment right now. I know there's a Coppa Italia, there's a Super Coppa in there, but for us right now, and what our main objective is of the season, is to get that second star. We have 15 points on the table. What do you believe, and what do you be happy with? I know you want 15 points. Let's just get that to the point.
I'll be happy with 13 out of 15. Like, if we get it, because the derby, it's a derby. We can never call it. We got Rafael Leao, and they got Winnie Goosens. So like, we just eat them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. To me, Fabio, I'm not
no respect for Lukaku or Martinez or Dzeko.
Did you see Lukaku miss like 17 chances today over the ball?
But you know how it is. They get one chance. They're going to make it against us. That's how it is. We got bad luck.
To me, 15 out of 15, I'll be happy. I'll still be happy. But if we only get 10 out of 15, I'll be very disappointed. Because if we play our game versus Roma and we're smart and everything, we could beat them. Lecce, we play smart and we'll beat them. Sassuolo, they've always been our bogey team. But if we come out on the front foot like we did last year, when we won the Scudetto, we'll put them to the side. Lazio, Lazio, they are who they are. Sometimes they play, sometimes they don't. And then Inter, it is what it is. Derby, it's up in the air. It's whoever's is playing good.
Listen, it's 3 teams in the top 7 in the next 5 games. So that just emphasizes we cannot drop any points against Lecce or Sassuolo. We need to bang those teams out. And if we take care of the 2 Roman teams, obviously anything can happen in the derby. You're right. So if it has to be 13 out of 15, I'll be happy with that. But I want all 15 points. We need to close the gap against Napoli. And I think this month, and next month when the Champions League start is really pivotal for us to get on a hot streak while they slip up a few times. And that could make the difference in the season. So that's what I'm going with, man. That's what I'm hoping. Roma, it's a good first test. They're not a bad team. This is the type of game you can end up kind of falling in a rut and thinking about all these games you're playing so often. The game that worries me, and I'll tell you honestly, is the Lecce game, because that's right before the Supercoppa. So I don't know how they're gonna, hopefully their players are not looking to the next game against Inter because they want to win that cup so bad. Any cup is worth fighting for, that. And there's many years we don't even get to play in this game, but we are the champions, so we got to play the Coppa Italia champions, which happens to be Inter. So that's 2 Inter games in about 2-3 weeks. So it's going to be really interesting, man. I want all 15 points. And we shouldn't settle for less because we are Milan. That's what we got to get. If you want that second star, that's the shit you kind of got to do, man. Any other kind of last words here on these upcoming games or Roma this weekend?
Now, Fabio, we play our game on Sunday. I mean, we beat Roma. I'm not saying easily, but we could beat them like 2-1, 3-1. 3-1, like they say, we're going to put 3 past them, but it's not really that easy. You could be up. You could go down and then you could score the 3 next goal. So, it is what it is, Fabio.
All right. What made you feel good? Oh, you beat me to the punch. All right. What's your Brioschi of the week or your indigestion?
Fabio, my Brioschi is just like today, like going live with you again for the group therapy session. Shout out Peter, shout out Kim, shout out Shane. Y'all real troopers. It's crazy the love that we have for everybody. So, and I was excited that Milan were playing again, get the juices flowing, get the high blood pressure flowing. And I was just happy that we got away. We didn't get away. We left Salernitana with the 3 points.
Hell yeah. That's my Brioschi as well. That we're back. Happy the World Cup has passed. Now it's time to get back to the nitty gritty. It's a new year. There's going to be great things coming, especially for me and Geo and the rest of this channel. So if you aren't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. All right, and leave a like on the button on the video. So all right, Indigestion. What pissed you off? What made you feel nasty? Talk to me, brother.
Oh, the real indigestion, Fabio, is that we can't get a stadium, man, and that's just been disappointing me. Like if we get a stadium, we compete with European elite. Like we're not gonna be spending crazy money like Chelsea for Enzo Fernandez, but at least we could keep our like Leao. What his max was 28 million and stuff like that. So if we get like top talents, what that stadium means is that we could pay salary. So. And I really think
Mike is back in the chat, baby. Juve is back. Forza Juve. Gotta listen. Any other fan of any other club who comes and checks us out, we gotta show him props. We gotta appreciate it, man. All right, sorry. Go ahead, Gio.
no, that's what I was just saying. My indigestion is like, come on, man. Like, let us get the stadium. Let us evolve. Like, okay, you guys don't want to market.
You know this
you guys
is Italian bullshit.
No, I know,
man.
but Fabio, that's my indigestion. Like, we trying to move forward. Like to me, like at the end of the day, it's like Cardinale. I really need to see like if you're gonna get us the stadium, because then at the end of the day, you should just sell the team to Invesco, because they'll start giving the city council illegal money. To be honest with you, like and I just want the thing is like Fabio. Look at Bayern Munich. They compete because of the revenue that they make from their stadium, 150 in revenue. So that means you could keep your star players. You could play everybody a decent salary.
For sure. Definitely. That, like you said, it would pay for your roster salary alone, which we need desperately because we're looking under the couch to find the leftover money to pay our players. So this is getting ridiculous. But yeah, my indigestion is just that because technically it's still within the week. Those friendlies were so goddamn bad. I'm so happy now that that's flushed out of our system like diarrhea after Taco Bell. You know what I'm saying? Those games are so bad. And what we saw today was such a difference. Thank God. Because if we played like we played last week and the games before or in Dubai, those poor people that paid money to watch that garbage, oh, man. Oh, man. But, Gio, where'd you go? Come back. But listen, those are the Brioschis, man. These are the things about soccer that drive you crazy, right? But we love the game. Our team is back, and that's the most important. All right, so we're down to our final segment. It's time for our parting shots, baby. We have no alcohol today. Me and Gio are a little ill-prepared. Maybe starting, we'll wait until the weekend to drink some alcohol when we do the pregame therapy. But, Gio, what's your parting shot, brother?
Parting shot, man. The Milan clubs are back. New York, Boston, they're there on a regular basis, but nobody's gonna go watch the game at 6:30 in the morning or whatever. So, if you're in the New York area, you're in Boston, New York Football Factory, Legends Bar, and then if you're in Boston, Ducales, 1 block away from the TD Garden. Milan Club, SoCal. You know what? I had trouble with my Telegram. I guess you got to verify your phone number all the time because that's where we chat. And I'm having somebody like stole my number, so I can't really chat back. So I don't really know what's going on right now.
Well, why aren't these guys on a WhatsApp group?
No, I don't know, but I think they just been on Telegram for a minute. So
what the hell is Telegram?
Telegram is like WhatsApp. Basically, but it's another app.
Tell them to use that.
But you just gotta verify your thing,
number?
and then
okay.
Yeah, but I keep on doing it, and then it said like, "Oh, you didn't verify it in time," so like I lost my number, which is dumb on the website. But it's not.
Right.
I think where they're gonna be like at Fox and Hounds or McAllen's. I'm not too sure. I have to like see what I can do, re-download the app, and then go back and put it in. But
to
me, my parting shots is let's back the team like we've been backing. Let's back them to the second star, and and just keep on joining me and Fabio on Wednesday nights and join the big show. Vinny, Stevie P, Jan will Busted Coucho. Join them on Monday. They're gonna be back with a boom. If we win on Sunday, we're calling out Don Dorothy, we're calling out Lupo, we're calling out Mourinho, we're calling out Manolas, we're calling all these guys out because that's what they deserve to be called out.
Yeah, big games this weekend, man. So keep it up, keep the energy up. If we win and somehow Napoli stumbles again, we are on our way, man. This is going to be a good year. And you got to believe the second star is right there now within 5 points. Just one or two more games that they stumble, we can make up the difference and pull ahead of them. So this is exciting stuff, man. For me, as a Milan fan, I want to see back-to-back. I don't know if they've ever done back-to-back in my lifetime, but it's very hard. Since the Yankees, I haven't seen any of my other teams. So come on, Milan, let's get that Yankee money, get that second star. And yeah, like Gio said, make sure you're checking out our channel because every Wednesday night for the rest of the 2023 season, me and Gio are going to be here Wednesday night. We got you. We're going to get you ready for the weekend. We're going to bullshit with you about the game that we just saw. There's going to be a lot of Champions League night, baby. Tottenham, we're coming for you. So eventually we're going to get to that in the month of February. Exciting times. So if you ain't a part of Patreon, make sure you look in our description. It's going to be in there. Also, if you want any merch, it's in the description as well. Gio, anything else before we sign off, brother?
No, I just want to appreciate everybody. I missed it in the beginning. Shout out Liban, shout out Alex, shout out Milton, shout out to like everybody, Timmy, shout out my guy Terry, he's on a high, Manchester United running through the Premier League. So shout out to Fuji's and Funny. He always got those one night hitter quitters, lines and all that stuff. So man, and shout out Jonathan that just came in the chat, man. Like to me, I really appreciate the love that everybody gives and stuff like that. And that's why we do it for. We do it for the love, man. And we ain't never changing, and we don't never gonna talk that caca. Because the day that this guy Fabio start talking caca, you ain't gonna see me and G on file.
No. Listen, sometimes Gio talks a little caca, and we gotta check it because Gio can get off his rocker sometimes. But it's all good. Look, are you done with the Hallmark movies? Have they been put away?
They done. They done.
All right. You're not gonna watch one about like the Three Kings or something tomorrow or whatever day it is, January 6th.
No.
Okay. Done. We done. All right. Just like us tonight, we are done, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Ovunque and sempre.
Forza Milan.
Milan. Bye, guys. Thank you for watching.